everybody, welcome back to my channel. This is Artist King here, and I know you're probably saying, we never see her face. But every now and then I try to do a video where I actually talk to you guys, so you guys know, you can recognize who Artist King is. So if you go back and look at some of my other videos where I showed my face, you can learn about where I'm from, a little bit more personal stuff about me. I tend to not reveal personal stuff, but I give you just enough so you know who I am, okay? So I'm going to try and make this video quick because I had to turn off the air condition in my studio to film it because I have one of those stand-up upright units and it tends to make a lot of noise, and that's the reason why I always tend to do voiceovers when I am doing a video. So let's see how quick we can get through this. So today what I'm gonna do, I've added, since the last haul that I did, I've added a lot of products to different new things that I'm using that I never really showed you guys. So today is that's what I'm gonna do, show you guys the products that I'm using, the things that I'm using to create the pieces that you've been seeing recently. So we'll start with this. So this right here is what you call mica powder. What I've done with this, I've not used it a whole lot. It's little bottles. I think this one has 32 bottles in it. It's little bottles of mica powder, which if you look here you see. And what I do with this sometimes, like I'll use, depending on what color I'm trying to get, I'll use like maybe white acrylic paint, and I'll mix these colors into it. So you see I have all different colors, silver and pink and gold and red and all sorts of colors. But I have not been using these a whole lot because I don't see that much of a difference in the color of the paint when I use it. So I very rarely use this. But for some people it works, for me not so much. Okay, so I bought these alcohol markers, Master's Touch. I got these at one of my favorite places, Hobby Lobby, and it's alcohol markers. And what I use these for, like when I do my mixed media pieces and I want to outline, or there's a piece where maybe a little bit of color is not showing, I usually use these to kind of fill in the little gaps and make the edges and things like that. So these are really good to use. You can use them when I do my portrait paintings. It's also good to fill in colors or little areas that your brush doesn't really get the right shade or so. So that's what I use these for. And these, like I said, I bought them at Hobby Lobby. I believe they were like 35 bucks for this. And it's 24 different colors. That's how much I paid for it. I believe it might be slightly cheaper at Walmart, but I found that out after I paid $35 for it. So here is what they call Acrylic Art Ink. If you look at it, you see Acrylic Art Ink. And it is, I think there's 6 bottles of the basic colors like red, green, yellow, black, white, blue. And this is what, I always have a hard time getting these bottles out. This is what the bottles look like. This is the red bottle. And what I do with this, sometimes when I'm trying to do a mixed media piece, I may like take it, it has a, let me show you, it has this Doppler bottle. And I may take that and put a few drops on the piece that I'm doing and let it trickle down, or maybe spray it with some water and create some type of textural background. That's what I mainly use these for. Once I think I tried putting it on one of my ink pads, and it did not work very well. So for me, that's what I use these for. And this, I believe, I think this I paid like $20 for at Myers. We have a Myers, it's a grocery store, it's like a Walmart, and that's why I got these for, I think it was like $20. So I have been using ink pads. I love using ink pads. So before I invested money in the bigger ones, I bought this little pack to try it out. I think this I paid on Amazon maybe like $15, but it has all different colors and it's small, but there's a lot of ink in there. I pretty much use like the silver. The silver gives me really good texture on my pieces and it shows out. And maybe the darker colors, but the lighter colors tend like this yellow, it tends to not show up a whole lot on pieces that I tried to do. So I pretty much tried to use the bigger ink pads that I have for this. But this does a marvelous job, especially like to do the edges, and you do a piece and you want to put a color on the edge. These work pretty good. They work really well with these, I think they call these Dopplers, which is these little things that you put on your finger. Well, I got big fingers. You put on your finger, you dip it in the ink, and you can pretty much make patterns and do different things with your artwork. So I got these, I think I got, might be about 20 of them. I think I paid like $10 for the whole pack of these, and I paid another $10 for the case to put it in. So there you see the ones, I haven't used all of them, but this is where I store them, and they work pretty well. They work pretty well when you just want to dab some color onto a piece. It works pretty good. And the case is really, you can turn it upside down and it's pretty good. Okay, so here are my famous ink pads. I'm telling you guys, I'm in love with these things. And it's just the, trying to see what the name brand is. Y'all, I don't have my glasses on, so forgive me. It's called Stampabilities is the brand name. And I got these at Hobby Lobby, and they were $4.99 for each one. So I think I might have gotten, over a period of time, I may have gotten about 9 or 10 of these. But they work, I mean, they're awesome. This is like, I think, one of the best investments I've made for my artwork, because they work really well. And then one day I was looking at, I don't even know, some other person who does mixed media, and they were doing pieces, because I've been using a different type of brush that didn't always work very well with my stencils. It would still smear and not do it really smooth and nice. But I saw a lady on YouTube using these craft brushes, which, as you know, you use these to put your makeup on and, you know, blend and all that stuff. But they were like, I think I found one. The first one I bought, I paid like nearly $3 for it, because I wanted to just try it out before I invested a whole lot of money. So this stuff and these ink pads, it's like a miracle. They work so well. I use them all the time to do my mixed media, to do my background, to use my stencils. They are awesome with the stencils. So what I did after a while, you see how many I have, I went to the Dollar Tree. And I found them there. They were $1 a piece. But I had bought a pack of them for with 10. I bought those on Amazon, and I think I might have paid about $12 for that pack. But I went to Dollar Tree, and there's like 2 different Dollar Trees in this neighborhood where I live. So I kind of cleaned them out a little bit. So I use them sometimes with my acrylic paint also. They work, they spread good, it's even, it's smooth, and it looks awesome when you get done. So these are definitely worth investing in if you use ink pads, these craft brushes. Okay, so you guys know that I am a stencil lady. I love stencils. I don't know, I can't stop using them. So I invested quite a bit of money in stencils. These, I'll just take out a couple of them. These are the smaller ones. You know, you can do it. This one says, just a girl boss building her empire. And this one says, she leaves a little sparkle wherever she goes. I love them. They're very easy to use, especially with the craft brushes and the ink pads. So it's definitely worth the investment. And I think this pack here, I've not paid more than $12 for a pack of stencils. I have these here. This is a bigger one to that one I just showed you. See, just a girl boss building her empire. I don't know, I don't think you'll be able to see it, but that's what this is. So for depending on the size of the pieces that I do, I usually use these. And then I found, this is another set that I bought that I thought works really well. This is some, I don't want to call it distress, but like old paper that I use for my mixed media. I got this at Amazon, I think for maybe like $9 or something like that. I can't remember how much. It's been a while. And this I got at I think I got this at Walmart. It has different pages, as you can see, pages that you can use for mixed media. And I think this book I paid maybe like $9 or $10 for it. And it's really, really good. Like you see, I've used pieces and I just take the pieces that I didn't use and I keep it in here. So whenever I'm trying to do something, I just usually get pieces from here. I also found this with like distress notes, musical notes on that. I thought this was a good investment. I think this was like $6 or $7 at, where did I get this? Amazon. And then here's another set. This has like animal prints. I found these. It's really for origami, but say what, I use it to do my thing. And you see there's several pages of the same pattern that you can use, and it works really well. And then I have these ginormous stencils that I use. I think they're like 12 by 12. See, they have different patterns that you can use for your mixed media or whatever you're trying to do. There's different ones, different patterns that you can use. So I have, I don't know, I think I have maybe 15 of those that I use from time to time. I change them up and use them each time. Let me see, I gotta finish, I'll put that over there. Then I found this set at Walmart. This one I think I paid like $9 for. And this has like sayings. This one says, "You will never regret being kind." So there's some projects that I want to do in the future that I will probably be using these. But I haven't used this set a whole lot. But I will be using them pretty soon. So you can look out for that. You can look out for some new stuff when that time comes. Gosh, got it. Okay, so I recently decided to, no, first of all, let me show you this. I do magazine images all the time. And this, I devised this little storage thing to put my stuff in. So whenever I get magazines, like I go to beauty shops, the barber shops, and usually they have magazines, and when it gets old they normally throw them away. So I've been going, and anywhere where I see people have a lot of magazines, I try to get them, and I cut out images that I think would be good. And so I devised like a little storage thing. So I have ones that says male faces, miscellaneous, face parts, animals, flowers, female faces, and like pictures of places and stuff. So when I decide I'm gonna do like a mixed media thing with images, I normally just go in here and I have it like filed in a certain order. So all I have to do is go pull out the particular folder that I need. Alright, so recently I decided I was going to start using fabric again. I used to use fabric briefly when I first started doing my portrait paintings. I'd use fabric for the tops or the shirts or whatever the person had on. It's been a while since I've done that, so I'm going back to that. So I invested in I invested in some material and I decided I was going to purchase some African print. So I think this I paid like $12 or $15 for. And there's several different patterns like this. And it's got lots of color. They're very colorful. See? Things like just like this that I use, and I'm gonna be doing some pieces using these. Using fabric. I'm trying to use fabric instead of paint. So I think my last video that I posted on October the 9th was done with fabric. Not this particular fabric, but fabric. So what I've done, I have several, like I used to go to Walmart and get these. They would sell them for like $1 a piece. But I went to Walmart this weekend and they're now $1.50 because I guess everything is increasing in price. And it's the same amount of cloth. They're not giving you more, but it's $1, close to $1.50 now. So see, I have all these different patterns that I use that I'm gonna be start using again when to do some more projects that's gonna come up in a few. Okay, so I think that's all the new stuff I have for now. That's all the new things that I started using. I'm looking around at my studio to see if there's anything that I forgot, and I don't think so. Everything else that I've been using is stuff that I've had from way before. Like I use this on my mixed medium stuff to kind of make it look older and make it look like it's been used, like an old piece of paper. So I have, this is like a silver, I have a kind of copper colored, and no, I think this is like gold, this is the silver, and this is like the copper. So it's, the brand name is Ranger Distress Mica Spray. So that's what this is, Distress Mica Spray. So I bought these, and I also bought some of these thread, because I kind of had an idea. I don't know, I don't think I really want to try quilting. I don't think I have the patience for that. But I wanted to do something with the fabric. I haven't tried that out yet, but as soon as I try it out, I will do a video and let you see my process. So I even bought these little rings that you can put the fabric in so it's easier to sew. I don't know how this is going to turn out, because once again, you have to have a lot of patience to work with this, and that's not my strong suit. So we're going to put that back in there. And I did, this is another thing that I bought, that was a very good investment. It's called a craft blade or a craft knife, I don't know. I think craft something. But this is what I use to cut out images and to get all the little fine pieces that the scissors maybe cannot reach. I use this. So this helps. And I think for right now, since the last haul that I did, I think this is all that I have new to show you. So, you know, I'm still in my studio after I fixed it up over the summer. I'm really enjoying this space. It puts me in the mind to do these things. So right now, what I'm gonna say to you guys is thank you so much for watching, and I guess I'll see you on my next video. Okay, all right, bye now. Don't forget to like the video, because that's a way that you can help me out, because the more people like the video, the more people they'll show it to. So like, subscribe, and share if you care to, and keep coming back. Okay, so thanks again for watching. I'll see you next time. All right, bye now.